Bloody great truck coming past, damn it. Piss off. Right, now a little while ago, not that much, month or two, if you look back along the line of videos, you'll see where I was talking about the timing covers. Well, this bike I had out, and there's that timing cover there. You know, I had to paint it because fill it in where the weld is. It's a little bit, yeah, it's all right, I guess. It's not real good, but so this is thought you how it's running. Okay, so what I've got is a bit of an oil leak from the junction block down there for the pipes. On the must be the return side. You can see that drip. I think it's because I've on the floor. I fired it the other day, and then I wiped it all up, moved it, and that oil didn't appear again. So I guess it's a little bit of oil in the return line that's then drains out. So I've got to attack that, and I haven't had a chance. But I thought I'd bring it out. Now you saw 80 pound on the oil pressure gauge. Cold startup. It's still holding about 30 pound. It's that means your rod bearings are really good, but the oil's very thick, and it's coolish, not real cold. So it takes a while for the pressure oil, you know, the Triumph style plunger pumps. When the ball is seated and the bearings are good, then the oil can't. It takes a while for the oil to drain out, for the oil pressure to go away. The quicker that goes away, the less you know, meat you got on your bearings, or you know, this sort of thing. Anyway, that's your rod bearings, of course. Yeah, it's not quite closed up. The cover's not on the gearbox. I haven't taken it for a ride because of that leak, and I'll fix that first before I ride it. But I don't feel there'll be too many problems anyway. And I may have mentioned before, it's like a 62 frame with a 62 Bonneville cases. It has a sunny Routt. Again, we can tell a sunny Routt because if you look in there, you might be able to see it. There's a 1/4 inch bolt, and that means it's a 77 bore, this one. So it's a true 850. It's like a Norton. Well, no, it's not. It's an 828. 77 bore gives it the same as an 850 Norton, which is 828 from the factory. They got to go to 78 before they become a full 850. So this is one up on a 750 Triumph. So plus the Norton crank, that puts it out quite a bit. It's I don't know, 865, somewhere in that sort of vicinity. So you can see me tapered manifold, or you might be able to see me tapered manifolds there, and they're 34mm carburetors, Mark II carburetors, sniffers as I call them. And inside that gearbox shell is a 5-speed. It's a 60 duplex frame, but I'll put a 68-70 style front end. There's not that much difference. Slightly wider triple trees and the twin lead and shoe brake, and slightly different lower legs. Of course the tubes are slightly different, but slightly it doesn't mean shit. And I like my screen. I had that on a bike years ago. Put it back on, crash bars, and a set of, you know, useless looking driving lights, but they look the part. Plus it's got a set of Alpine horns. They've got a fair toot to them. Inside the primary is a belt drive. It's a 30mm belt drive, and the alternator in there as well. These boxes I bought off a fella that was in the historic club in Queensland. I guess he'd finished touring, and as you can see, I haven't even put a number plate on it yet. The holes aren't drilled. 18-inch rear, 19-inch front. Some shitty old tyres. I might put something better on it one day if I decide to do something much with it. But anyway, she feels a tad vibey, but it won't know what it's going to be really like till I get it out on the road and you know, see how she not only pulls the gearing, which I expect it to do quite well, but at a cruising speed, what's she going to be like? I do these crash bars with the pegs on them like that, so I can rest my shitty knee out there. And those rocker box covers look a bit like a pre-unit, but they're actually de-thinned 63 to 70 rocker boxes. And you know, with the 9-stud head, you got to look twice to, if you're not too sure, to see what's going on. It's the frame is a combination of a duplex frame, but the later frame with the gusset under the steering head, and then the rear section has a bit of unit and a bit of, you can see part of it is the duplex. This foot peg is see it's welded in. The next year on, in the first of the units, I had a bolted on plate for the rear foot peg and muffler mount. Anyway, so it's just made to take, and I pissed around underneath so I could put a later model unit, oil tank and toolbox in there. Changes it a little bit. And down underneath between the carburetors is a Norton oil filter. So anyway, this is my Big Thumpin' 850 pre-unit 5-speed touring Triumph. Thanks for watching.